A popular offshoot within Buya Guada is called Buya Hardcore, a style characterized by its lewd and sometimes violent lyrics. Our focus today on Did You Know? On Buya Day 2025, Buya Music. Did You Know made possible compliments your nation station, national broadcaster, DBS Radio. Up next, we bring you the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominica celebrates Buya Day today. Buya Music will dominate the airwaves, and a major activity is planned for tonight in Roseau. In news from the region, Jamaica's Teachers Association is threatening industrial action if outstanding matters are not resolved. And on the international scene, a major Asian bank to cut 4,000 roles as AI replaces humans. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Transform your meals with the superb quality that is found in Robert's products. Become a master baker with Belbocrate shortening. Add a touch of love to your food with Sunflower Soft Luxury Spread. Perfect your bread with Glow Spread Margarine. Add Mellow Cream, the tastemaker flavor to all your gravies, soups, and stews. Robert's, for the love of cooking. Distributed by Fine Foods, the biggest distributor of the biggest brands found in Dominica.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, well, Dominica will celebrate Buya Day today with Buya in the streets from 6 o'clock tonight until midnight on Hanover Street. A communications specialist at Discover Dominica Authority, Monan Alexis, says some of the leading Buya artists are expected to be on show.
Buya in the Streets is set for Buya Day 2025 on Tuesday, February 25th. Buya in the Streets will feature an all-star lineup of Buya icons, including Asa Bantan, TK International, Little Boy, Kwan, Rio, Freddie, Clint H, Nai, Liquor Man, Skinny Bantan, Ra, Deli, and Kenny G, alongside performances by Unstoppable Shacks and DJ Snow. It's a free event happening on Hanover Street near Banana Tree Bar and Grill from 6 p.m. to midnight. You are invited.
And that's communications specialist at Discover Dominica Authority, Monan Alexis. Meantime, national broadcaster DBS Radio is taking the lead in promoting Dominica's Buya music today. The station will observe Buya Day with a change in its broadcasting schedule. Ivona Jean-Baptiste Luge, the program director at DBS Radio, promises a day filled with excitement and increased promotion of the genre.
DBS Radio is observing Buya Day 2025 with increased excitement. This excitement stems from the fact that the Buya genre has heavily impacted the entertainment culture in Dominica and on the regional and international stage as well. When we look at where Buya is now and the increased demand for the genre the world over, it behooves us as the national broadcaster to add more flavor to this year's observance. I remember long ago, Val Coffey discussed the idea with the DBS manager for a day to be set aside for recognizing Buya music. We have done a lot in the past years. We change programming every year on Buya Day, and this year is no exception. In fact, we have gone as far as forming a Buya Day committee spearheaded by Riceman Gavin Richards. Now, Riceman has a lot of history in the music, and he's deeply involved in promoting Buya, been on the road as well with a few bands and liaising closely with artists. So we have several artists coming on air and social media from morning to evening. Two Buya artists as well will present the 115 news, and for us this is huge, so you have to listen to who these two artists are. Their production department as well carefully produced 5 series on Buya, so for the entire week we will have a program aired at 9 a.m. We started on Monday. We also have several Buya artists naming their 5 top songs, so that's something else to listen to. We have a lot of Buya music in our repertoire, even gospel Buya, and really the agenda has been set, and DBS Radio will recognize Buya music in all of its glory. Happy Buya Day, Dominica.
And that was the program director at the DBS Radio, Ivona John Baptist Luge. And there's also big Calypso action on tonight as the showdown champ of the camp. Well, that will be crowned tonight. Let's go over to Johnson Boston of the Showdown Mass Camp.
The curtain will come down on the Showdown Mass Camp Calypso 10th season for this year's Carnival celebration at the Champ of the Camp tonight, Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, from 8 p.m. at the Paradise Pier in Lalekoko on the Lubia Highway. This promises to be a big and friendly show celebrating the Calypso art form. The show will start with the King Bob, followed by performances from local guest Calypsonians. The Champ of the Camp competition will proceed right after, followed by 2 guest Calypsonians from St. Lucia, then Lady S, King Bob, the reigning Champ of the Camp, Checo, and will end with the 10 times Calypso King of Dominica, King Dice.
And that was Johnson Boston of the Showdown Mass Camp, so the champ of the camp on for tonight as well. In some more news this morning, the Northern District will showcase its goods and services in the Small Business Trade Show set for Portsmouth on Thursday. Gloria Joseph is Permanent Secretary in the Ministry responsible for Labour and Small Business Development.
Labour, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development will, on Thursday, the 27th day of February 2025, host the Northern Small Business Trade Show. The trade show will be held on the streets of Portsmouth, that is a portion of the Bay Street going down to the Portsmouth Market. We will start off with an official opening ceremony at 9 a.m. and promptly from 10 a.m. the activities will begin. We expect the Dominican public, residents of the north of Dominica, and also visiting Dominicans who are here for the carnival and other celebrations to converge on Portsmouth, to join with us, to see what is being produced by our small business community.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry for Small Business Development, Gloria Joseph, she has called on the public to participate in the event.
We're asking for the general public to support this endeavor, to patronize by buying the products of the small business community, and to give them the encouragement that is needed, because we do know that big plants grow from small seedlings. This trade show focuses on the communities of the North, consisting of the Qualiho constituency, the Portsmouth constituency, the Paybush constituency, the Vickers constituency, and the Cottage constituency. We encourage people to come out in their numbers. There will be performances, entertainment, food, music, you name it. We want everybody to be there to support. It's going to be quite a good time at the Northern District Trade Show, and we look forward to your support.
A permanent secretary in the ministry responsible for small business development, Gloria Joseph. The Corleo police have commenced investigations into the discovery of a lifeless body of 65-year-old German-born U.S. citizen Jonathan Mark Allen. Well, Jonathan Mark Allen arrived in Dominica on the 4th of December 2024 and was discovered inside his rented dwelling home at Jubla at 6:15 last night, where the body was transported to the Portsmouth Hospital where it was medically examined and pronounced dead. Later, police say the preliminary investigations do not suggest foul play. And some classes at the Dominica State College were disrupted due to a protest by staff yesterday, while the staff staged the action in response to ongoing issues at the institution. DBS News can confirm that officials from the Dominica State College have met with the staff and are currently waiting for a response from the Board of Governors regarding the concerns raised. However, the officials of the Dominica State College have chosen not to comment at this time. And the Calypso Primary School will stage its first ever Black History Month pageant. This pageant will be held on Thursday at the school's grounds. A teacher at the Calypso Primary School, Marvelyn George, says this will assist the children in learning about local black heroes as well as building their self-confidence. Funds from the pageant will go towards refurbishing the school's kitchen.
That's about as a result of Black History Month being held every year. We realize that every year we have Black History Month, and maybe you'll hear a little thing, maybe somebody might wear the African clothes and so, but then no real activities per se is happening at the schools. So I spoke to the teachers and my principal, and I said, why not have a pageant where we can depict our heroes? At first, I thought Black heroes, so I was thinking on a wider scale, international perspective. And so we were thinking of Rosa Parks and all these other Black mentors who went before and made contributions to society. But when I sat down and I spoke to other persons, they said, why not do it locally first? Why not start locally first? So we decided, okay, we have a lot of local heroes. Some of them are still living. Some of them have passed, so we can begin with our local heroes. And so we decided we could get the children in the form of a pageant. So we'll go through the introduction round, we will go through the talent round, and we will go through the question and answer round. But it will be focused on the individual heroes that the child would have chosen. And so that is how this idea came about. And we realized that our children, we find that some of them are very shy, they lack self-confidence, they're afraid to talk, they hide behind others. And so we thought, what better way to have them, to expose them to build self-awareness and self-esteem.
And that's teacher at the Calypso Primary School, Marvelyn George. The Chief Executive Officer of Dominica's International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson, says the introduction of United Airlines flights has generated greater interest in the country. United Airlines is conducting direct flights from New Jersey into Dominica on Saturdays. Johnson says the higher interest will boost the aim of getting 100,000 stayover visitors to Dominica in 1 year.
With the announcement of the United, we are actually getting more attention. And instead of the pie being fixed and redistributed, the pie is actually growing. In terms of the impact on the other airlines, we have seen that instead of American reducing flights, they've doubled their service on Saturdays, the very same Saturday that United is coming in on. And you also have Silver coming later, and then Caribbean Airlines coming in. And if you were to go and try to book flights on that Saturday, which is the days that you have the most competition, you'll realize that those days are actually the most booked days. So I think the more direct flights you bring in, the easier you make it for visitors to come, the more awareness the destination gets. You can only grow. I mean, if you look at the Caribbean region as a whole, in 2019, over 30 million stayover visitors came to the Caribbean. Dominica, which was one of our best years, we are 89,000. So the steps that we're taking right now is accelerating that growth that we need, and we've set the target that we've set for ourselves.
And that's the CEO of Dominica's International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson. Let's head into news from the region this morning as the Jamaica Teachers Association, the JTA, is urging the Education Ministry to speak with the Finance Ministry about paying outstanding allowances to teachers to avert industrial action in the public school system. In a news statement yesterday, the JTA President, Dr. Mark Smith, said the union will not accept any attempts by the Finance Ministry to renege on payment of outstanding graduate allowances to teachers, along with other payments included in an agreement signed on the 13th of March 2023. While the JTA has also expressed displeasure at the lack of payment of retroactive mileage allowances for teachers. The union also said that it was dissatisfied with the pace of salary negotiations for the 2025-2028 contract period. And on the international scene, well, Singapore's biggest bank says it expects to cut 4,000 roles over the next 3 years as artificial intelligence, or AI, takes on more work currently done by humans. Permanent staff are not expected to be affected by the cuts. The bank also said it expects to create about 1,000 new AI-related jobs. It makes DBS one of the major banks to offer details on how AI will affect its operations. The company did not say how many jobs will be cut in Singapore or which roles will be affected, but the bank currently has between 8,000 and 9,000 temporary and contracted workers, and the bank also employs a total of around 41,000 people. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. Dominica celebrates Buya Day today, and Buya music will dominate the airwaves. A major activity is also planned for Roseau tonight. Jamaica's Teachers Association threatening legal, or that should be industrial action, if outstanding matters are not resolved, and a major Asian bank to cut 4,000 roles as AI replaces humans. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
The range of King juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. King offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of King's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Keen, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth. Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time with Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
To pay your bills with Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees
way.
on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Log on or sign up for Mobanking to bank online, anywhere, at any time. Visit nbdominica.com for more details and follow us on Facebook and YouTube.
So how should I pay you?
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Well, welcome to the morning sports report. Let's kick off with football news as the national women's under-20 football team will be hoping to salvage some pride as they take to the field one more time in the CONCACAF women's under-qualifiers later today. Well, Dominica has been off to a nightmare of a start and they're sitting at the bottom of Group E without any points, having conceded 29 goals in 2 matches played. Well, Dominica will be hoping for their first points when they battle Bermuda in their final match in the group stage this afternoon. That match will get underway at 4 o'clock in Trinidad. The other match today is a top-of-the-table clash between Canada and Trinidad. In some cricket news, well, Janila Glasgow got a half-century, Afi Fletcher a 5-wicket haul as the Windward Islands Women's opened up their campaign in the CG United Women's Regional Super 50 Overs tournament with a comprehensive win over the Leeward Islands yesterday. The Leeward Islands batting first were bowled out for just 93 runs. Afi Fletcher picked up 5 for 15, Dominica's Amir Gilbert 2 for 25, and Dominica's Pearlie Tian 1 for 11. While the Windwards, in reply, they made 94 for 2 in 13.5 overs. Janila Glasgow, she made 55 not out. Zeta James 21. The Windward Islands won that match by 8 wickets. Elsewhere, Aliyah Ali, the West Indies player, had a good all-round game, leading Barbados to a victory over Guyana. Barbados made 183 for 5 in their 50 overs. Kishona Knight got 54 and Aliyah Alin 57. Guyana, they were bowled out for 172, with Shermaine Campbell getting 25. Aliyah Allen, she took 2 for 21. Barbados won that game by 11 runs. And Jamaica, they secured a 51-run win over Trinidad. Rashada Williams made 55, Stephanie Taylor 49, as Jamaica scored 223 all out, batting first. Anicia Mohammed, the former West Indies player, took 3 for 34, and Karishma Ramarak 2 for 42 for Trinidad. Trinidad were then bowled out for 172 in reply, with Karishma Ramarak getting 32. Vanessa Watts, she took 3 for 34 for Jamaica, so Jamaica winning by 51 runs. The women's tournament continues tomorrow with the Windward Islands playing Barbados. Trinidad will take on the Leeward Islands, and Guyana will play Jamaica. We're staying with cricket news because Lendell Simmons, the former West Indies batsman, hit a powerful unbeaten half-century to guide the West Indies Masters to a crushing win over Australia as the International Masters T20 League continued yesterday in India. Australian Masters batted first. They got to 216 for 8 in their 20 overs. Shane Watson got 107. We had Ashley Nurse taking 3 for 16, Ravi Rampal 2 for 23, Jerome Taylor 2 for 49, and Dwayne Smith 1 for 42 for the West Indies. For the West Indies in reply, they got 220 for 3 in 19.2 overs to win that game by 7 wickets. Lendell Simmons scored 94 from 44 balls with 6 fours and 8 sixes. Dwayne Smith hit 51 of 29 balls, and Brian Lara, he got 33. Well, the West Indies will be in action again on Thursday when they play England. Windward Islands Volcanoes captain Alec Athanase believes the batters need to raise their hands as they look to rebound following their slow start to the regional 4-day tournament. While the Windwards have not managed a win after 3 games, Athanase says he's hoping that the addition of Shama Springer to the squad will also help. The all-rounder has not featured so far in the tournament due to injury.
We had 2 losses, yes, in 3 games. But I think it's important that, the guys and them stick together. And I think we wasn't at full strength, to be honest. I was away, Springer was away, and some of the other guys were away. So I think it gives the guys a bit more confidence that we came in. Obviously, we didn't have much of a game in Dominica. It rained for almost 3 days. So hence the reason, I guess we didn't really get some scores or put some points on the board. So yes, he's expected to be back. I think we don't know when exactly, but hopefully for the next game. Yeah, but I think we just need to, I guess, like him like say, be a bit more consistent, put some bigger totals on the board. I guess given the condition of the ball, that it doesn't do much for the Pacers, I guess. I think set more decent plans, I guess, for our spinners, be a bit more consistent and take whatever chances come to us. I think we can't really afford now to, I guess, slip away because it's halfway through the season already. But like I said, we coming back and hopefully the guys that came back from injury and from West Indies too could stand up.
And that's the Windward Islands Volcanoes captain Alec Athenes. We're staying with cricket news as rain has delayed the start of the ICC Champions Trophy match between Australia and South Africa. Well, that game was set to get underway at 5 o'clock this morning, but it's been raining persistently and there has been no start. Well, yesterday we can tell you that there was a century for Rasheen Ravindra as New Zealand beat Bangladesh. Bangladesh made 236 for 9 in their 50 overs batting first, with Najmul Shanto getting 77. Michael Bracewell, he picked up 4 for 26 for the Kiwis. And then the Kiwis got to 240 for 5 with Rasheen Ravindra getting 112. Tom Latham 55. New Zealand won that game by 5 wickets. Let's go back to football news as the DFA president Glenn Etienne has praised the Valvoline Reunited football team and their structure, saying that their model will one day lead them to the top of Dominica's football. Well, his comments at the club's prize-giving ceremony on the weekend, Reunited, the runners-up in the DFA Premier League and President's Cup, and the under-20 champions recognized their top players for the 2024 season. Etienne also praised the management structure of the club.
Your leadership has been instrumental in guiding this team to where it is today. Your work extends far beyond the training ground, shaping not just football players, but responsible individuals, disciplined athletes, and true sports people. Keep pushing the boundaries, keep fostering an environment where players will support us and inspire to their best. To the players, I want to say this: you have the talent, you have the heart, but most importantly, you have the spirit of We United. A spirit that cannot be measured by statistics alone. It is a collective effort, the unwavering support of each other that has brought you this far. Now let's aim for even greater heights. Finally, to the supporters of the Reunited, thank you for your unwavering commitment and passion, your energy in the stands, your belief in the team, and your loyalty means more than words can express.
And that's the DFA president, Glenn Etienne. Well, the club recognized a number of their top players for the last season. For the Premier League team, well, the best goalkeeper was Devon St. Ange, and he got an award from Auto Trade. There's also the best defender, which went to Filson Lockhart, and he received an award from Ada Constructed Limited. The Honorable Octavio Alfred Award went to Kian Thomas for the best midfielder. Senator Austell Lockhart Award for the best striker, Ravon Coupel. And the Quick Designs Constructions Most Goals Award went to Kian Thomas. The MVP for the Premier League team, and that MVP, that was Filson Lockhart, and he received a trophy sponsored by the DFA and also a plaque sponsored by Signman Limited. And the MVP of the President's Cup, the goalkeeper Devon St. Ange, and of course he received a trophy from Detroit's Tires Inc. and a plaque sponsored by the Signman. And also the MVP of the Under-20 team. Remember, We United won the Under-20 division, and that MVP was named Roosevelt Coppel, and he received a trophy from the DFA, also a plaque sponsored by the Signman Limited. And the DFA Under-15 Boys League Award, well, the outstanding performance and Golden Boots winner, that went to Roxanne Coppel. The We United Management or Executive Committee also recognized the team manager and founder Yvette Laura for her passion, her tireless work, and her commitment to the football club. We say congratulations to all the awardees from the We United prize-giving ceremony on the weekend. And in some track and field, well, there were a few personal bests, but there were no qualifiers from the athletes from the Westmore Rangers at the second Carifta Trials in Guadeloupe on the weekend. Michael Tate, Nicole Williams, Nathan Wright, and Dre George all recorded personal bests in their respective events, but none of them were able to meet the Carifta marks for the games slated in Trinidad later this year. Well, Alika St. John, she got a season's best in the discus, and she also got a season's best in the shot put. She threw a distance of 11.17 meters. Michael Tate, he recorded a personal best in the under-20 boys discus, throwing 41.10 meters, and a personal best in the shot put, throwing 12.91 meters. Nicole Williams also got a personal best in the under-17 girls javelin and a personal best in the discus event. And Nathan Wright, he got a personal best in the under-17 boys discus, personal best in the long jump, and a personal best in the javelin event. Jaloni Moses, he also ran the under-20 boys 5,000 meters in a time of 19 minutes and 9 seconds. Godisha Joseph, under-20 girls, she competed in the discus, and she also got a season's best in the shot put, throwing 10.29 meters. And then we had Dre George, who got a personal best in the under-20 boys javelin, and Noah Davis also getting a season's best in the under-20 boys triple jump. So overall, good performances from the athletes, but they were just unable to meet the Carifta Games standards. So far, only 2 Dominicans have qualified for the Carifta Games. The sprinter Corel Etienne in the 100 and 200 meter events, and the javelin thrower and Carifta Games medalist Alison James. Well, that's where we'll end the DBS Morning Sports Report. Of course, a quick reminder, today is Buya Day. And of course, it's going to be programming for change as Buya music will dominate the airwaves. Remember, we have 2 Buya artists who will be presenting the 1350 news. And also, we have a number of artists who will be making their way through the nation station throughout the course of the day. Keep it locked. Garvin Richards saying good morning, and we'll see you a little while.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank. NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time with Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank. The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way. To pay your bills with Mobanking. The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier Pay employees on Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank. Log on or sign up for Mobanking to bank online, anywhere, at any time. Visit nbdominica.com for more details and follow us on Facebook and YouTube.
So how should I pay you?
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID. The faster, easier way to bank. NBD. Your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening morning news. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. It's now 7:34 on your Nature Isle. Of course, you are tuned in to National Broadcaster, your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we bring you your morning's